You straight up cuckooed that dude, bro. Oh my God.
You've got all your Charger gear on because
I look good. I got big energy every day. Let's go!
And he is dicked.
Blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while.
That's right.
You have to love what you're seeing on tape if you're a Chargers fan, especially for the future with Justin
Herbert on the move and throws and touchdown.
Players, coaches, staff, fans, together we can create something truly special.
Stay tuned for some good content.
Oh, hi. Hi there, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome back to the Charger Chat. I'm your co-host, Wool Dogs, in with my buddies, Kev, Hug, and Duggan.
A victory Monday of all victory Mondays.
That's
Feeling
right.
good, boys.
That's right. It's Victory Monday for us, folks. Let's not forget Kyle, the coach, Duggan.
It's just a good day.
It is a good
It
day.
really is. They're just good days.
I was not hooked to Twitter, but I didn't quite notice very many victory shots. So I decided to go a little bigger today. I've got
Ooh.
1800.
Cheers.
Ooh, that's a getter.
Wow. I feel like
Hey, oh, baby.
Hopefully you get the Cholo request again, because you'll be on fire tonight if you get that.
I've
voice
got it running
request.
through my veins now. I'm getting into character.
Love it.
All right. Well, folks, Victory Monday for us, as we mentioned. We've got to talk about this game, but let's turn it over to the guy who was actually there at the game, the guy who saw it live in person in front of his face, Kyle, the coach, Duggan. How did it go?
it was, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. It was like when you went to the Browns game. Like, it's just an emotional, like, car crash. I wouldn't, yeah. And then
Emotional car crash.
excitement. I'm just going to list off the adjectives. Excitement,
Let me pull up the
Fear.
source.com.
Fear.
anxiety, love,
Good. Gotta have love.
happiness.
Yes.
It was all of the things.
Yeah.
It really was.
Wow.
Well,
It's a good movie. You were feeling all the emotions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
well, for the better part of the game, we were sitting on top, but that fourth quarter, I think, was when the roller coaster really started to take you through the corkscrews
Yeah.
and the loop de loops.
You know when you put the seatbelt on and then sometimes it gets a little loose? Like the fourth quarter was this over the
It went
shoulder.
up a
We're about to
couple
go
notches,
upside
like,
down. It's like,
whoa.
what the fuck just happened?
No,
what
it's
just
like-
happened?
It's like when you hear that once every 10 years a roller coaster gets stuck and someone's stuck on the top of the loop. That's like what happened to us. Like, God, we're so close. This is gonna be so fun. And then you're just sitting there.
to get us through the circle.
You're just sitting there stuck.
Well, it was a heck of a game. Was there any because we talked to you right afterwards, and for those that haven't seen, we did an instant reaction. We heard Kyle just fine, but his video didn't suffer
Wasn't great.
a little
Yeah.
bit. So, did you get a chance to experience anything different than the previous times that you've gone?
Yeah, so we got to experience a little more traffic this time
Oh, okay.
as opposed to before.
Good,
So
good.
we
Good
left-
start.
I left here in San Diego at like 1:00, and I didn't get up there till like a little after 4. And we were
Holy
hoping to
cow.
be able to tailgate. So we as soon as we parked, we bolted over there, and it was pretty much done. Everyone had kind of left. We ran into
Wow.
a couple of people, but yeah, that was a little bit of a bummer, but it was still fun, exciting. We went into the game. What was fun is I ran into some people that are season ticket holders right in front of us. That we just, I don't know, for whatever reason, we hadn't crossed paths before and talked much. And there was a play. It was one of Justin's first runs, and I started chanting, "Ben can't do that." And I was the only one in the whole stadium chanting it. And then one of the fans in front of us was like, "What are you guys doing over there? Come over here." Because there was like quite a few seats empty right next to us for some reason.
Oh.
So we're like, "Here we come." So we walked right down and we sat behind him the rest of the game.
Nice.
And it was really fun. I met one of the guys, and he noticed me from the podcast. This guy named Corey Swain. He was the season
Nice.
ticket holder.
Very cool.
Sweet.
Awesome guy. He said he wrote a couple of like beat pieces for the Chargers a couple years ago.
Hey.
And yeah, and hopefully he comes on the show here soon as one of our fan focuses. But yeah, it was really cool getting to hang out with him and his family. They were awesome. And then I also, Chris Moore, I refer to him as Pink Unicorn. You guys remember him from the Cowboys game?
I do. Well, I remember from Cowboys, and I saw him at the Cleveland game as well because he was riding on the bus for 5 North Bolt. So yeah.
He's got season tickets for the 5 North Bolt too. But
Awesome.
Yeah, ran into him. So he comes like we're sitting in our seats. He starts like climbing over seats to get down to us. He's got like,
love it.
He's got like his Charger flag cape on,
Right.
And he's like, "Coach, I'm coming." And so he came down and sat with us the whole game, and that was really. He is the Pink Unicorn because after the Cowboys game, we were all like sitting on the curb in a little bit of a depression. And he comes up with this Pink Unicorn. He's like, "What's up, guys?" He was all high spirited.
Yes. He was jacked.
And he's like, "Oh, I got this for my daughter. I'm so excited to give it to her." And it kind of like shifted all of our focuses.
Like snapped us out of it. We're like, it's not over yet.
Right.
Pink
well,
unicorns.
and it's just like we're taking this a little bit too serious, boys. Like we're all here crying, grown men crying on a curb. And this guy's like, "Yeah, we got family to go back to. This is going to be fun to give my kid this gift." And so that was really cool getting to sit and hang out with him, watch the game with him. And then the final fun thing that happened is every Steeler fan that I interacted with was really, really cool.
Nice.
They were all very kind. A guy up top I talked to, he's like, I love San Diego. I used to go down to San Diego every time the Steelers came into town. Awesome city. Love the Chargers. And he was up there. We were talking about how excited he is about watching Justin Herbert and how fun he is to watch and how he remembers like Big Ben as a rookie and everyone was so excited about Ben Roethlisberger type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But the people behind us, they were just about ready to fight Chris, Pink Unicorn there for a while. Yeah, he was turning around.
He's doing something right.
Yeah, he was having fun and turning around and being a proud Bolt fan. And I kind of had to diffuse some situations. I ended up I went from like, are we gonna fight to I think they were gonna listen to our episode of the podcast.
They're
like, "Oh, what podcast are you on?" That's it. Like we shifted the vibe real quick.
Good.
I became friends with these Steeler fans, and they were actually really, really cool. And they were like congratulating us, shaking our hands after the game.
Oh, that's
so
sweet.
yeah. I had a really great experience with all the Steeler fans that we ran into. So it was a really fun game.
Awesome.
So quick question for you.
Yeah.
Like this was you know how we talk about Chris Collingsworth being our least favorite commentator of all time?
Yeah. Hands down.
So all he would talk about was how we got overrun. He talks about it the entire fucking game.
The entire game.
Entire game. Like he would have an opportunity where whoever he was commentating with would throw him like an underhanded toss. Like, go ahead, Al Michaels, let me lead you into something about the
how great Eckler's fourth touchdown was.
Justin Herbert. And he's like, yeah, man, those terrible towels are really swinging over there.
He's
like, what
stood
is
the test of time.
He's such a douchebag. But like, what was the turnout like? Because I'm getting reports from all over the place. I don't know what it was. There clearly was a lot of Pittsburgh fans, but it looked like we were there too.
Yeah, you know how it is. Like when you're there, it's hard to tell, really. Like there was a lot of blue and there was a lot of yellow. Because what's hard is they have those stupid towels. So when they stand up and start swinging, it looks like there's a lot of them. If we all had a blue towel, and when we were going, we would have got up and swung it. It would have looked the same. I really believe it was closer to 50-50, which I'll take. A 50-50 in a 60, 70,000 person stadium.
Yeah, exactly.
30,000 plus Charger fans. That's freaking huge. So, and again, I'm just over it. I'm over that dial. I don't care.
I'm over it too.
I couldn't care less.
I'm so tired of hearing it.
We're walking into the game and that's all the Steeler fans are saying. Like, "Oh, this is a home game." I'm like, I'm a season ticket holder. I've been to 4 games now. And that's the only trash talk you guys have. Like, that's it.
Yeah. A lot of us showed up this time.
I'm like, what am I supposed to do about that, sir? Like, I'm here. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I've created kids that are gonna be Charger fan. I don't know what else I can do. Sorry, I guess. Like,
sorry, I couldn't buy tickets for every Charger fan.
Sorry, I couldn't buy 70,000 tickets. And just me and my family.
I'll try harder.
Empty stadium. Yeah.
I just don't get. I don't get the dialogue. What's the whole, like, what are they trying to get at when they say these things?
It's just lazy shit. They just they need to fill time. That's all they're doing. It's just
it's a go-to talking point. And honestly, like almost the entire broadcast, like even when they went to like their stupid little graphics, like there wasn't one Charger graphic. They were all about the Pittsburgh Steelers. It was all it was very pro Pittsburgh Steeler commentary, which you don't want to hear as a Charger fan.
Yeah,
You shouldn't
especially
hear
when
that
you're
in any
kicking
game.
when you're
It's a
kicking the
national-
crap out of them for
Absolutely.
3/4 of the
It's
game.
a national broadcast. Like it was so frustrating. I got to a point where like I was so pissed off at how they were talking about this game. Like we were up by 2 scores and they were still just
I think
could
Kevin,
not take that Pittsburgh Steeler dick out of their mouth.
I think you need to mute your TV and like find online
Here-
the LA
here's- here-
broadcast, like radio broadcast, and start listening to that.
Oh,
Here's
there you
what
go.
I did. All
You know,
I
like
did
those
was
old-
mute it.
Remember when we
I
were
just,
in
dude,
Qualcomm?
no. As soon as we went for that 4th down and didn't get it, turned off the audio, and then as soon as Mike Williams caught the ball, unmuted it. It was perfect.
timing.
It was like the perfect little moment of silence for me to gather my thoughts. my just I needed it. So,
Do you
they
remember
suck.
being younger and going to Qualcomm and there'd be always that one old man that had like his portable radio with his headphones. And
yeah,
he'd be sitting there listening to the game while watching it.
yeah,
That's what you need.
that's what I needed.
You need to
As
be
we
in.
get
You need to
older.
be in your like movie room that you watch the games. Put your headphones on with the radio commentary and watch the game.
Yeah. See if you can
broadcast.
find Matt Money Smith or something like that. Listen
We
to him
gotta
instead.
get Kyle. We gotta get you doing it live. I just want to hear you talk us through the game. That'd be fun.
Oh, I could not do that. I don't think I could do that. I could do me and like us dialoguing like this maybe one game, but I couldn't sit there and call the game. That's scary.
That's a whole
It's
different
hard.
breed. Yeah,
Yeah,
It would be interesting. It'd be interesting just to try. We wouldn't necessarily broadcast it, but it'd be interesting to try just to see how you do, because I think you might
Yeah.
do better than you think.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, heck of a game. Obviously, we saw great stats that came out of this game. I mean, Herbert almost rushed for almost 100 yards, which is insane. Jeff Kerr tweeted out, Justin Herbert is the first player in NFL history to throw for 350 yards and rush for 90 yards in a game. He finished 30 of 41 for 382 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 dumb interception, and had 90 yards rushing. Incredible. So
It's just
The
a
kid
weird.
shows
It's a
up.
weird stat. You know, like I think Justin Herbert's the king of weird stats.
Well,
Well,
you put them all in
yeah,
the book, man. Put
this
them in the
is
back
fine.
pocket
I'll take
all day
weird
long.
stats as long as we keep
Yeah.
winning games. Yeah, I'm all
100%.
for that.
Yeah.
Well, the kid just shows up on the big nights. You know what I mean?
Well,
like
this was
that's what he does.
Well, he played in a way that we've yet to see him play, like rushing for 90 yards. We've never seen that from Justin Herbert, which is understandable. This was his first time rushing for that many yards on this team.
And
So-
yeah, I do have like a caution to all fans. I needed to tell myself this too.
Don't expect that again.
Exactly.
want
That's
Don't want it.
that's kind of what I'm trying to get at. It's like, don't think that if he doesn't do that, we can't win, because that's not going to happen every week.
Mm-hmm.
They were running a lot of man and we were running a lot of deep routes, so the field opens up because the defenders have to turn their back to the quarterback and run with their man. Now, if they're not running man and they're in zones, he's going to do that and get 2-3 yards. So just don't expect that to be like, oh man, why isn't Justin running? Why isn't he running the ball?
Mm-hmm.
Don't get frustrated at if this isn't the every week situation, because it
Sure.
probably won't be. It's exciting and it's fun, and we know that's in his toolbox, but don't be pissed off screaming at Lombardi because Justin's not scrambling for 100 yards a game.
Justin's only rushing for 50 instead of 90.
Yeah.
Well, I think and I think you're right to not expect it, but to know that, I mean, just to see that he's capable of it,
Yeah.
and to know that, okay, well, now we've got a method of play style that we can tap into should we find ourselves in that situation, knowing that, Justin Herbert can not only run it, but he knows when to slide, he knows when to do it, and knows also when to
Ben can't do that.
yeah.
And he knows how to take a punch in the gut and just move on.
he
right.
does.
Oh, don't get me started.
Well,
we'll get into that.
when we get into As Boltfam, a lot of people are chirping about Mr. Hayward, and understandably so. Let's see. Field Yates tweeted out, Chargers quarterback Justin Herbert has now led 5 game-winning drives this season, most in the NFL. He's also connected with Mike Williams for 5 separate go-ahead touchdowns in the fourth quarter, already the most by any quarterback wide receiver duo in a single season in NFL history.
That's
per
crazy.
Elias Sports.
Pay Mike Williams.
Yeah.
Mike Williams is there at those big last moment times
Yeah.
when we need him the most.
How
The
many
5 game winning drives.
How many wins do we have this year? Six.
Yeah.
And he's
Five of those came
them.
from Mike Williams having a touchdown.
Huge touchdown at the end of the game.
If this isn't proof enough that we need to lock him down, I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Yeah.
And he did it again. I kind of pointed out last week that he became that deep guy again. They hit him a lot more on underneath stuff this week. It kind of went, we flipped it a little bit and went back to, hey, this guy could catch underneath stuff. We need to set up the deep ball by hitting him underneath to draw people up. So yeah, that was really, and it did feel like throughout this game, we were a pass first, run second team.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, like our pass set up the run. We weren't forcing it the other way around.
Yeah. It's kind of what you called last week. Like, try this, get that going. So good work, coach.
Yeah.
Don't like to compliment you often, but good work.
I know, I'm like low-key expecting a sarcastic comment.
Right.
No, that was it for
ready.
the rest of the month.
A backhand is going to come somewhere. You just don't know where it's going to come from.
There's no balance in the universe right now.
No.
Yeah.
That'll be my compliment for November. We'll see you in December.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
We'll come back around in December. And then a not so positive stat, Justin Herbert now leads the NFL quarterbacks with 25 passes dropped by receivers this season. Patrick Mahomes is behind him with 23. Matt Stafford tied at 23 as well. Trevor Lawrence 21 and Sam Darnold 19 make up the rest of the top 5 quarterbacks by passes dropped.
Yuck.
And Manischewitz, watching this game, I think Parham was the first one to drop one, and it was just
Cook.
Cook, yeah. God, it's not that they weren't catchable. That's the thing. It's like you see him hit them in the hands, and they don't bring it down. So it's like they're clearly catchable passes. It's just I don't know if they're getting ahead of themselves or what the situation was, but I mean, still had a hell of a game. I mean, what was the 30 for 41? So that's still great, completing 30 passes and obviously getting over 350 yards, but. Yeah, man, those drop passes, it just makes you think how much better it could have been.
You would have been over
with these
400
drop
if
passes.
they just caught the ball.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. Easy over 400.
Exactly. So hopefully these guys can shore that up, man. It's just, it's weird how we are leading the NFL in drop passes. Like
at least we were able to overcome it this week. You know, like
absolutely. Yes.
Feels
we
like in the
came out
past,
with the win.
a drop ball would have been okay. Then now it's going to be we're going to punt, you know, like the momentum's dead. We just blew it.
Yeah.
This time I was like, oh, he dropped the ball. Okay. That's kind of status quo now. Here we go. Let's go make a play next play.
Yep.
You know, like they're just unfortunately, they're getting used to it. It's not affecting them anymore.
Well,
I guess that's a shamelessly positive outlook on it.
It was
not bad,
weird.
Yeah.
It was a weird game too because of we scored every time we had the ball. It was just a very odd
It was
game.
puntless until the fourth quarter. We didn't have to punt until the fourth quarter.
And then we saw how that went.
And it all went downhill from there. All right. Well, another positive thing to come out of this, folks, it's time to go vote. That's right. It's time to go vote for the FedEx Air Player of Week 11. Justin Herbert has been blowing it out of the water all the previous weeks he's been nominated. This week should be no different. He's going up against Kirk Cousins and Aaron Rodgers.
Do not let Aaron Rodgers win. Please, for the love of God.
No.
I just, it was great because Karen beat her husband on Sunday night.
Oh yes.
I forgot about
this would
that
be
storyline.
This would be great for me.
Hey, congratulations,
I could beat my
Karen.
wife. Congratulations, Karen.
Yeah.
Congrats. The better spouse won. But in this situation, I can beat Aaron Rodgers, and that's my wife's quarterback. So come on, Karen. Let's go. You and me. Let's beat our spouses together.
You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Here we go.
Please don't take that quote out of context, folks. Please don't take it out of context.
No physical beatings, just internet beatings.
It's emotional beating.
Emotional beatings. That's almost
Which is
worse.
so much better, right?
Oh, God.
All right, folks, and now it's time to talk about our sponsor this week, Symbol. Symbol is the stock market for sports that allows you to profit off your sports knowledge. On Symbol, you can trade sports teams like stocks, and every time your teams win, you earn cash. Use your sports knowledge on Symbol to buy low, sell high, and earn cash payouts when your teams win. Join over 7,000 early adopters who have started to invest in their favorite teams. Visit www.symbol.com. That's SIMBULL.com to create a free account. And when you deposit, make sure to use the promo code ChargerChat. All one word, ChargerChat, for a money-back guarantee. If you use the promo code ChargerChat, your deposit will have a money-back guarantee up to $500. Even if you lose money in the first 90 days, Symbol will refund your initial deposit. No questions asked. There's not going to be any questions. They're just going to give you your money back. First 90 days. How good is that? Join Symbol and start investing and profiting from your favorite teams. All right, gang. Time to talk about this piece of shit. It's time for Punchgate. We all saw, well, I think, okay, so I guess for those that were in the stadium, they didn't really get quite a good glimpse of it. Did you get a chance to go back and look at this Cameron Hayward incident, Kyle?
Yeah, it's all over social media now. It's all over Twitter, Instagram.
It's everywhere.
Yeah, you can't not have seen what happened.
Right.
It is so blatantly obvious what he did.
Right.
And the fact that he wasn't ejected from the game after that is just.
First, he tried to punch Palmer for trying to get him off him.
He's swinging it
and then he punched Herbert.
Yeah.
Imagine if that was Tom Brady and he swung on Tom Brady. He might be kicked out of the league forever.
Right, he's banned from the league.
He might be.
It's just like, now you look at like the emphasis they're putting on taunting is almost more significant than what happened here.
Yeah.
Like, it's absolutely crazy to me.
Yeah, it was. It was
shocked.
very egregious. I mean, it's one thing if we had to look at it after the game and then all of a sudden saw it, but it's like, no, we all saw it while the game was happening. I mean, for those that were watching at home, it was clear as day. And I mean, just took forever to get off my man, Justin Herbert. So there's some quotes here from the people afterwards. Started off with the accused, Cameron Hayward. His quote was,
it's like we're in court.
Yes.
The defendant,
Cameron Hayward, had this to
approached
say.
the stand.
He said, to be honest, I was running after the ball and I caught my hand under. So when I was trying to get back up, I couldn't get up and I fell back on him. Hayward said after the game via the Associated Press, I know it looks terrible, but there was nothing malicious behind it. I don't think I was trying to punch him. You don't think, Mr. Hayward?
I don't think I was trying.
Yeah. But I know it looks worse than it is in slow motion. I'm sorry if I did anything to offend anybody. I wish I had said more to Justin after, but there was nothing behind it.
Cameron, plead the fifth. This doesn't help you. You sound like an idiot.
Right.
You sound like an absolute idiot.
Yeah. This saying that his hand got, and I caught my hand under. Yeah. How did you double punch him in the gut if your hand was caught under?
And he's skipping like 10 seconds of what happened here. That's not how that shit went down, dude.
No.
He knows he's in trouble. He's slowly trying to walk himself back. He got frustrated and he full on hammer fisted our boy.
Yeah, right.
Like the most flagrant shit. Like, that's like 70s football. That's like Mean Joe Green or whatever from the Pittsburgh Steelers, like punching people in the dick in the pile. Like, that's the same kind of level of shit we're dealing with here. So I'm just like, I'm baffled. I'm baffled that this is possibly what everyone's saying is it's just going to be a fine.
At the very least, it should be a fine. But I think, it's
$1 million.
What's wild to me, and we don't have the quote here, but they asked the officiating team that reviewed it. And their response, the response was, we didn't see anything worth ejecting.
Yeah.
And they're like, but he hit him with two fists. And they just like repeated the answer going like, we didn't see anything that was worthy of ejecting, which is
there's just no clear line. It's just so up to
they can do whatever they want.
Like one person. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think it's enough. Let's let him play.
I mean,
guess what? If he's not in the game after that, guess who doesn't get an interception? Guess who doesn't throw an interception?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it affect, like they can just decide whatever they want to do whenever they want to do it, and it's at their. I don't know. I'm not conveying how I'm feeling right now because I'm so pissed off about this.
It is. It's very frustrating. But when they talked to Justin Herbert to get his side of the story, Gilbert Manzano said Justin Herbert on Cam Hayward's punches. I haven't really seen it. He's a tough player. Football is an emotional game. Whatever happened in the game. We'll shake hands and say good game after the game.
Kill him with kindness, Justin.
Yeah.
Fucking boss.
I mean, he was basically just like, I haven't, he said, I haven't really seen it. So he's like, oh, he punched me? I didn't even feel it. Like, I didn't even know what happened.
Like, he's just
that was a low-key way of calling him a pussy.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he punched me?
I thought he was patting me on the tum-tum, giving me some belly rubs. Like, he punched me? I didn't feel like it. Yeah, no, Justin is just a sweet angel of a boy, and we love him so much. And he just knows what to say. He's not gonna start any shit. He's not like these other quarterbacks that we've seen in these post-game pressers that have been whining and complaining, going like, well, I felt like he should have been ejected from the game, but clearly officiating crew felt differently.
Yeah.
Like, no, he's just like
AKA Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield, Derek Carr, like these other quarterbacks that just get really whiny at the end of the game if it doesn't go their way. So good on Justin.
One of my favorite things that I saw on social media was the Bolt ladies were on fire.
Oh, sure.
Like they went all full on Mama Bear. They went Mama Bear and was like ready to like scorch earth policy and just take everyone out. So thank you all the Bolt ladies out there for defending your boy.
They all slowly reach for their crowbar to take out some kneecaps.
Yeah. Just annihilation.
Ready to
Don't
go.
mess with our boy.
Yeah.
Well, apparently there was a favorite quote on Twitter from Stuart, aka Relab23. He was basically quoting as if he was Cameron Hayward to say, I didn't mean to punch him. I was just cocking my arm back and making a fist to brace my fall.
Yep. Yeah. That's exactly what it looks like, Cameron.
Yeah. No, it looked like an angry gorilla, just like the double fist, like right into the stomach of Herbert. And no, you can't tell me that you were bracing your fall. Like bracing your fall is like, whoa, like hands up in the air, not whoa in the stomach. Like
stupid.
Unbelievable.
As a weak. You had a lot of time to think about what to say. That was pretty weak.
You should have called your lawyer and maybe gotten a better idea from him on like how you should have responded from that.
Plead the fifth, bro. Don't say anything.
You could have just said nothing.
Shut up.
Next question.
Yeah. Let's see. Looking around Twitter, Fernando Ramirez had this to say. Chargers edge rusher Joey Bosa says that when the Steelers started coming back, it didn't feel like deja vu. His quote was, "This year feels different." So, yeah,
Amen.
I mean, that was, again, that's another talking point that people just can't get over. Like, oh, boy, they're going to charger it up. It's, the Chargers are going to come back and blow it again.
As if the Patriots don't blow leads or the Packers don't blow leads.
As if there was no other team that has never blown a league.
Yeah, it happens, dude. Get over it. Like, two storylines that need to die, that we don't have fans.
Right.
And that we blow every lead. Let's just come on. Let's go. Let's be creative. Let's find something else. Yeah.
Get creative. Quit being lazy.
Yeah. And then Kyle Brandt from Good Morning Football said, I get tired of the storylines the whole time when one team gets branded with one thing. The Chargers choke. Justin Herbert has nothing to do with any of that. He said, screw it. Why not us? Why not the Chargers?
And a boy, Kyle.
That
was
Brandt
awesome. Kyle Brandt's usually pretty critical of the Chargers, and he was just like, exactly how I felt about the whole situation. Right. Just like, shut up. It's like tiring. The broadcasters were so terrible, man. It was just such a really embarrassment of like, it's supposed to be entertaining and having fun and calling a game, and all you could talk about was how it was
probably entertaining for the Steelers. They probably enjoyed the commentary a lot.
Yeah, they needed it because they just got their asses kicked. So enjoy the words.
Go back and listen without watching what happened to your team.
Exactly, losers.
Yeah, it's tiring.
Losers. Losers.
It's old. It's like bringing up that Antonio Gates played basketball in college. It's like, come on, give me something different.
Something else.
He did?
Yeah. Now, can you believe it?
What? No, wow. Never heard that.
This is the first time you've heard it? I can't believe it.
Brand new information.
Well, if you're looking for some brand new merch, folks, go to chargerchat.com. We have a members section on our page, so feel free to head over there, chat it up with other Charger Chat fans. And just as we were talking here prior to the podcast, we were kind of showing each other some possible new merch that's going to be hitting the shelves here pretty soon. So
you'll see. Maybe don't go anywhere. Hang tight. 20 minutes. I'd say 20-ish minutes,
give or take. But we're gonna talk about it a little bit more. But head on over to chargechat.com, see if we've got a posted yet. If not, just keep hitting that refresh button because it's gonna get there. I promise it'll be there. All right, folks. Well, now it's time to go on to the next segment. It is Fan Focus. Let's see what fan we are bringing into focus this week.
Manny! All right, guys, we are back with another Fan Focus, and we are super lucky to have Manny What is going on, Manny?
What's going on, bro? Happy to be here, man. Super excited.
I'm super pumped because I actually met you at the last game at Thunder Alley. So in honor of that, dude, I think you got something for us, right? Something to do with the victory.
Only way to start this interview off, right?
Hit it, brother. Let's go. Chug, 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 chug. Oh man,
it tastes better after the win.
Victory beers are the best. All right, dude. Well, kick it off, man. Like, how did you become a Charger fan?
So I'm born and raised in San Diego. Obviously throughout the years, seen all of it. But LT, like everybody's response, right? That's what really glued me to the TV, watching him beat the Raiders, going crazy. I mean, it was something that we used to watch every Sunday and just think it was a normal thing for a running back to go for 200 plus yards, 3+ touchdowns every single week until we didn't have that. And I was like, whoa, that's, we were really in the glory days with LaDainian Tomlinson. And I've just been a real big fan ever since. I mean, I only know the blue and gold or the blue and yellow.
I love it, dude. That's a great, like a lot of people have their different ways they're in, and LT is such a good one because like you said, like, you just expected insane weeks. You know what I mean?
Greatness. Just, week in, week out.
Absolutely. So, that's great. That's a great origin story. We had a great, crazy, wild victory on Sunday night.
Wow.
How are you feeling after that? Because I know I almost had a heart attack. I was so stressed out.
Hey, I'll be honest. Fourth quarter, I was feeling pumped. Had a little victory chug. I was going crazy. Celebrated the victory a little too early, I think.
Preemptive.
And,
yeah,
man. And had to kind of slow the roll a little bit. I had to sit back down and kind of pray to the gods and say, I'm sorry for cheering them on. And
I'm sorry for chugging too soon.
Exactly, bro. So I had to sit down. My wife said, hey, calm down. We still got a couple more, some more minutes left. But, we hung in there. That touchdown on Mike Williams, man. Oh, my God. That was insane. That was crazy.
That was nuts, dude. And we were talking a little bit beforehand. This was a special game because you had your newborn, right? You had your newborn baby with you. So that might be some good luck, my man.
No, definitely. He's barely 1 month old. And I actually got him a little a Charger onesie, a little Justin Herbert. So he was wearing the Herbert. I was wearing the 30. And I feel like that unstoppable bond between us projected on the field some way, somehow. You know what I mean?
I love it, dude. You put up 4 TDs. He put up 4 TDs. You guys are meant to be together. That's awesome.
90 yards on little Herbo. Let's go, man.
I love it. It was a wild ride. It was a fun game. It's one of those where you look back and we got the win. It was like, okay. Oh God. I was like, thank God.
Talk about a Sunday night football game, man. That was one for the ages, dude, for sure.
Do we just decide we're going to I feel like they're going out of their way to be super crazy exciting when we're on national TV, don't you think?
They definitely know how to put on the show. That's for sure. Well,
and it's similar to what you're talking about, LT. LT putting on the show, having fun. Herbert putting on the show, having fun. It's kind of a cool comparison to see where our fan base is now versus where we were then.
I always like to say, the old saying goes, big time players show up in big time moments. And dude, Justin Herbert, if there's any doubters out there, I think that was it. There's nothing else you can say about that kid, man. The heart, the grit, the tenacity, the determination. I mean, what more can you want from a quarterback? We got so lucky with that guy. They definitely blessed us with that.
Amen, dude. Amen. So I want to just go back to kind of an older question we used to do. What's your most memorable Charger moment? Something that really sticks with you is wow, I love this team.
Yeah. It's hard to beat these new moments now with, obviously my son and that bond that we have. But I can remember back. Can't remember exactly what year it is, but it was the first game of the season against the Seattle Seahawks when I think Antonio Gates put up 3 touchdowns or something like that. And he was just unstoppable. That Phillip Rivers to Antonio Gates in that over 100 and something degrees down on the football field where the Seahawks were the reigning champions. And then, I just remember vividly, we were unstoppable that game. And just the old school memories, because I used to live pretty close to Qualcomm Stadium. So funny story. I know that deli that you and your brother and your dad used to go to, I used to actually go to that one as well and then walk down to the queue, bro. So when you said that, I just had that little moment in my head and I was able to relate to that 100%. So it to me, it's more than football, man, for sure.
Yeah, it's those moments. I don't really always remember those games. I remember going to that sub shop with my dad and like us going and having a tailgate.
Damn good sandwiches out there, by the way.
Damn good stuff. I wish the SoFi needs to figure out a way to get some of that because they need some subs. They need some hoagies. But yeah, dude, it's exciting. Keep those traditions rolling. And you know, it was cool. We were talking at the tailgate. You're saying that like you have season tickets, right? This is like, was this your first year as a season ticket holder?
So I signed up for next year. So I'm a season ticket for the next year.
And nice.
Yeah. So next year I'll be there at the games. Hopefully take the little one, take the wife. You know, I believe you met my dad and he's gonna be going as well. That was actually his first Charger game ever. You know, he's not much of a football guy or sports in general, but we were able to share that moment, that passion. And we're walking up and down Thunder Alley, and he goes to me, "Hey, it's hard not to be a fan of this. You know, the camaraderie, the brotherhood, the family. I mean, each club treated us so, you know, like they knew us for the 10 plus years, like we were the season ticket holders. And, you know, with the donations of the tacos, the micheladas, you know, everything, just the music playing, dude, it was, I think we enjoy those moments more sometimes than the actual games. Like you said, at the end of the day, win or loss, we had a great time, you know, that with those memories that we create in Thunder Alley. And it's just a beautiful time. It's something that I want to pass on to my son and create those memories going forward.
Absolutely, man. That's so great. And I think there's something to be said for that. Is like, if you're surrounding yourself with positive people and having a great time before the game, even if the outcome isn't what you want, you're still walking out of there like, wow, I filled up my Charger tank. You know what I mean?
Oh, 100%. I mean, my heart was full. I mean, of course, every week, like you guys say, we're going to go out, and I truly believe that we're going to get the W. But at the end of the day, hey, it's all about that camaraderie, the brotherhood, you know, sharing that passion with those type of people as well. I mean, it's a great group of guys out there. I wouldn't trade it for anything, honestly. Like Thunder Alley is very important, man. Like it's almost as important as going into the game, in my opinion.
Amen, man. Amen. So, all right, cool. We'll get you out of here on this. You know, we got the Broncos coming up Sunday. What are your thoughts on this game? What do you want to see? What do you hope we accomplish?
Well, you know, a big focus, I believe, is going to be on the defense and being able to stop. They have a really good trio of wide receivers. You know, of course, I don't want to see Melvin Gordon go off on us.
No.
I really
maybe a couple fumbles, maybe a couple fumbles.
Oh yeah, goal line fumbles, especially
I'll take one of those.
I'll take two.
Take two.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But yeah, I want to see the defense step up like they did last game. Our offense, I believe, is humming. You know, protect Herbert. And I just want to see overall a team victory. No more block punts. So in all three aspects of the game, I want fundamentally sound football and just beat those Broncos, man. I want to go undefeated in the within the AFC West. I think we have a pretty good track record. You guys were saying, right?
I love it, dude. That is I'll take it. I'll take that all day long. So,
yes, sir.
All right, Manny. It was so awesome chatting with you, man. It was great meeting you always. And yeah, dude, let's hook it up again at some point soon.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Hey, thank you for the pin, by the way. I have it on that jean jacket. I'm collecting with all the patches and everything. So,
well, and thank you for all the patches. You hooked me up with some like the legit patches, so I'm getting those set up on my jersey. So thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No problem, man. It's great seeing you guys. I hope to see you guys, you know, in Thunder Alley, and I'll definitely be tuning in every week. Like I'm religiously listening to you guys. And on another note, speaking of the season ticket holders, you guys were actually the reason why I became a season ticket holder. Obviously, I'm a big Charger fan, as you can see with all the memorabilia in the back. But when you guys really broke it down and explained everything, the logistics of it, I was like, oh, you're a common person. You know, you don't have to be a rich, devoted, you know, fan. You can really go and make it happen. And it was also something that, as a young Charger fan, I've always dreamt of having season tickets, and now I'm able to fulfill that. And I really give it to you guys. Honestly, like I appreciate that.
Oh, dude, our pleasure. It's our first year too. There's something like being your own season ticket holder. There's nothing like it, man. So I'm glad we can help. Oh, I feel like an adult now. Finally, 37. I feel like an adult. Yeah, so
you fulfilled your childhood dream. That's how I feel.
You know it. And I got to take my dad to the last game, so I flipped the script.
It's a beautiful thing, right?
I love it. It's awesome. So, Manny, appreciate you, man. Let's do it again soon.
Definitely, brother. All right, man. Cheers. Have a good one. All right. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely, brother. Okay, love you. Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Well, Manny.
Manny.
That was awesome, dude.
That was
He's
really
the man.
good. Yeah.
Me. Am I
I'm
right?
excited. I want to go be a season ticket holder again now.
Right?
I know, let's get more tickets.
Let's get more tickets. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's just,
yeah.
he's so cool, man. I met him at the Thunder Alley. We just hung out and talked a little bit, and he's just a cool man.
Yeah,
Cool
good
dude.
energy,
His
for
energy is
sure.
so positive. Like,
Yeah.
it's just hanging out with him was awesome. So I'm
So
glad
cool.
he was able to come on and share, his story with us, and just super excited. He's got the cutest little kid. So just raise that
Raising up
little Bolt,
Charger
man.
fans. Yeah.
Make him a Bolt baby.
More Bolt babies, please. Yes. Yeah, the positivity, it's infectious, Manny. So keep it up. We love to see it. We love to hear it.
Lord's work.
Let's move it on now to our next segment. You know him, you love him. We're coming off a win. Let's see what he's got to say. It's the Craig Experience.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Come on in, man. Kick your feet up.
Oh,
Craig Experience.
hello there.
Make yourself at home. Got some stuff to talk about, right? Moving on.
So according to my birth certificate and my mom, I'm in my late 30s, but I'm pretty sure being a fan of this team is aging my heart in dog years. Whoo boy. CC gang. Big salute to the rest of the Bolt fam. What is going on? It's your guy Craig in Texas, and welcome to another edition of the Craig Experience. And if I look a little glazed over, don't mind me. I'm operating off of about 4 hours of sleep. I went to the gym. I have no idea how I'm functioning right now. It's probably like the 2 big scoops of pre-workout I took, several milligrams of caffeine. So bear with me through this. What a ride. If you're a fan of the show Stranger Things, why wouldn't you be? I mean, you may not be. I'm kind of a nerd. But that game was the equivalent to being in the Upside Down for several reasons. So let's get right into it. Offense. Rose Bowl Herbo made another appearance. The kid nearly rushed for 100 yards. It would have been 100 yards on the nose if it wasn't for Cam Hayward and his BS antics when he makes that tackle on Herbert at about the 10-yard line and then proceeds to pound him in the stomach, which for some reason was seen as a personal foul, but nothing more. The refs and officiating teams didn't see it as being overly egregious. I don't know how you explain that, but whatever. But kid almost rushed for a hundo and over 350 yards passing, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I'm just going off of memory. But man, what a freaking game he played. Outside of that one tip pick, he was nearly flawless. And you saw the ball moving down the field, the big play to Mike Williams. It was awesome to see him alive and well. And Keenan doing what Keenan do. Slaying DBs, getting open in the middle of the field, and putting in work. And you're seeing Josh Palmer on the field a ton more. Super happy about that. Less snaps for Jalen Guyton. Nice guy, but just not who I want as my wide receiver 3. Hey, Austin Eckler, have a day. Sir, you are ridiculous. Between the Allen Iverson crossovers he was hitting cats with and the clutch runs, I keep saying it, he's got to be the best value running back in the entire NFL. To have him on the type of contract that we do and for the type of production that he puts out there on a week in, week out basis, there's no better person in the position in the league for the pay, period. That's really all I have to say about that. And defensively, this is where things get a little wacky. So the run defense, holds the Pittsburgh Steelers under 100 yards rushing. Now, if you woke up Sunday morning, it's Tuesday when you're seeing this, and you said to yourself, I'm really, really creeped out by the prospects of Ben Roethlisberger torching us and the running game doing nothing, you were lying to yourself. You didn't say that. You can tell me you were, but I don't believe you. That was nowhere in my thought process. I didn't see that happening whatsoever, but the pass defense has faltered recently, and the run defense has stepped the hell up. And when you look at the guys on the defensive line, no Linval, no Chris Covington, you got cats like Braden Fajoko and who else was out there? Forrest Merrill and Joe Graziano playing their behinds off. And early on, there wasn't a ton of pressure. And when it finally did happen, I almost jumped out of my chair when Graziano got his hands on the ball and batted it up. Because if you're not going to get to the quarterback, which they weren't getting to earlier, at least get your hands in passing lanes and knock that thing down. There hasn't been enough of that done this year, and it came up clutch this week. So super happy to see that. But hey, y'all give Joe Lombardi a break. The dude called a hell of an offensive game. Signs that one drive where things got a tad bit conservative and it helped to get Pittsburgh back into the game. I have no problems with what he was doing. I'm not sure how much of the game plan getting Herbert on the run was, but it needs to be a mainstay moving forward. That part of the offense, or having that element of the offense opened up and available from week to week, is something I don't know teams are going to be readily prepared for. And what it's also going to do is going to allow the wide receivers to get some more work in the middle and deep parts of the field, because they're going to have people with eyes on Herbo. If you're going to play man-to-man, good luck. You're going to have somebody extra keeping eyes on him. Is going to free someone up. It's just a beautiful addition to the offense. So I don't know how much a part of the game plan it was, or how much he did it on the fly. I'm sure it's something that they talked about, but boy, did they expose it. So a couple of other things. The lack of defensive pressure early on was concerning. Their offense, the Steelers, I'm speaking of, their offensive line isn't very good. But what counts is we got pressure when it mattered most, and that was at the end of the game. They woke the bear up, and he came through at the very end. Now, Joey's got to get this thing under control where he's attempting to jump the snap count. I understand that he's super aggressive and he wants to make these plays, but it's costing us free yards. And, he's got to watch the ball. Stop trying to get cute and get in there before the snap or at the same time as the snap, because teams are keying on that. They see it and they're trying to take advantage of it. But other than that, man, putting him on the inside is like free money. Stealing. They need to do more of it. If they want to generate pressure, it's probably a good idea to get him working more so there, and getting Nwosu and Murray coming off the edges, sometimes getting multiple of those guys on the same side, same time, and just let them go loose. When they have the lead, they can open up things like that. So I look forward to that happening going forward as well. Shout out to Frank Smith, man, and the rest of the guys that coaching the offensive line. Herbert looked super comfortable. And that is a different quarterback when he feels like he has time. For all of the deficiencies on the right side of the line, they hold up pretty well. I mean, of course, they're not the left side, but I mean, if they're average or above, which, I mean, they've been playing at least average ball the last couple weeks, and in some instances above that, that's saying something. They're doing a really awesome job developing those dudes and, getting some cohesion going. So I'm so excited about that. If we're being honest, when we look at the team kind of going forward, it'd probably be safe to say that they might be like a year away. But what we do know is in the past, this team loses this game probably 98, 99 out of 100 times. So if nothing, know that it's not the same organization. In that regard, it's not the same team. And the culture that BSB is setting forth here it's making a difference. I don't know if you can ask much more than that, based on who we have for upper management and them operating kind of in the antiquated way that they do. They're super old school in regards to team building and things like that. They don't take a ton of chances, but hopefully Staley can help change that. And I think he's doing a pretty good job so far. So I'm not going to complain about that at all. Anyway, we got to move on. Got Denver coming up, and just keep this push going right behind the Chiefs. Even though I could make a point as to why we should still be ahead of them, but I'm not going to do that. We're happy. So my question this week is pretty simple. Fellas, how many times did you flatline Sunday night? I lost count. I saw the pearly gates a couple times. And, once my soul left my body after that punt block, it just kind of hovered above me and watched the rest of the game. And then right around the time of the Mike Williams TD, it decided they was going to re-enter me. And then from there on, I was fine, I think. Hard to remember if you're not conscious. But anywho, y'all know what it is, man. Till next time. Oh, and by the way, the deck's still coming. The thing that I was telling you about, it's a little bit of a delay. I'm a man of my word, so you'll get that. Just keep an eye out. So, till then, you know what it is. Bull gang or don't bang. See you next week, folks. Okay, love you. Bye.
We're happy.
We
I
are
love
happy.
You, Craig. I love you, Craig.
Craig, it's not your time. You need to go back. You have more work to do. Boom. Come back down to his body. Yeah, dude, Craig. I mean, it was more queasy than anything else. It was more like somebody poisoned my pizza, and I was just like, oh no, I think I'm gonna throw up. But
I'm gonna throw
dude. But, dude, like I was sitting there because I was kind of trapped. I was in a weird situation because my 4-year-old fell asleep on me, so I'm like celebrating and doing everything like quietly, like. And then I was just like, we didn't get the third down. Same thing. I was just like Josie. I was like, I'm gonna be sick. Like this can't happen.
Take the kid, or I'm gonna throw up on him.
I'm just gonna blow chunks all over this kid, and like it just wouldn't be fair to him because he's sleeping and he wake up and he would never look at me the same.
If you don't want me to
Daddy,
traumatize
why have you puked upon
right
me
now?
Yeah. So
Daddy, why do you puketh?
Why do you puketh uponeth meeth? But it was the hardest like 45 like what was it? I felt like 45 seconds. It was like time slowed down, and I was just like, boom, 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 boom. Oh fuck! Oh
Yeah.
fuck! Oh fuck! And it was just, thank God. And I muted that game, and then as soon as I was watching the game just in silence could hear my heartbeat.
Child
And then
on you.
Mike Williams scored, and then I woke.
Did you wake him up? Good.
Yeah.
You should.
Yeah! It was just like I was trying to like control it, but it was just like he was like, oh God. So my apologies, Declan. My apologies.
Well, better than bathing in Daddy's puke, that's for sure.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, the block punt was like that. It was heart stopping. It was just like I cannot believe this. And then the weird interception was just like, no, you can't. This cannot be happening. This can't be happening.
And then we go for it on fourth down and get stopped.
Yeah, that was just.
It was like
just
a series of unfortunate events.
Right.
Can't watch this.
It's like instead of spreading it out throughout the entire game, they're like, no, we're just going to condense all of the disappointments into one quarter.
Yeah. 1 2-minute period.
Yeah. That was rough. So glad to see you're back with the living, Craig, and looking forward to the deck.
Oh yeah,
that'll be pretty sweet.
I love listening to when I just sit there and listen to Craig's thoughts just pop into my mind of things that I forgot that I wanted to talk about. So it's really good. So yeah, one thing that I noticed while watching the game, and you could probably look at it by snap count, but it was really obvious watching players come on and off the field. Kaiser White is our guy.
Oh yeah, dude.
That is coach's guy at linebacker. It doesn't matter if it's nickel, if it's dime, if it's 3rd and short, 3rd and long, 2nd and 10. Kaiser's on the field.
That's awesome.
And you'll see Kenneth Murray, Drew shuttling on and off the whole game. Kaiser just stays there. Like he's just always on the field, which is crazy because we knew. I mean, I remember everyone talking about going into the season like, oh, Kaiser's going to have a big year. Kaiser's going to have a big year. And he really, really is. He's kind of that core guy that no one talks about, that he's having a huge season for our defense because everyone else is getting shuttled on and off. And then the point about Joey, I completely agree. As soon as we bump him down inside, good things happen. They just do. Like, again, you have to get them in obvious passing downs. You don't have to, but it's more advantageous for us to get them in obvious passing downs because then we bring on our 2 edge guys plus bumping Joey down inside. It just creates a really, really difficult position for those offensive linemen to pick up. And another thing, being live watching, is I saw Joey drop a lot. He dropped out into coverage like several times. It seemed like every time I looked at him, he was dropping out into coverage, which
that's interesting.
I haven't picked up a tendency on when coach does it, if it's a certain situation or scenario or personnel package. But it did look, for whatever reason, my eyes were like, I think he's going to drop. My eyes would look to him. And sure enough, he'd be back there in coverage. And he made a great open field tackle on one of the plays.
Yeah, it was like a screen that he blew up.
Yeah. And then the other point about the right side of our line, man, what a pickup Schofield was.
He's been
right,
extremely helpful. Yes,
he was just the out of nowhere, like week 3, signed Schofield to our practice squad, activate him as soon as Ibushi gets hurt, and he's ready to rock and roll. And he's just been the guy there. It's
right.
We thought for sure Brendan Hymas was going to come in and be the guy, and
that is a little perplexing that we haven't seen a lot of him play yet.
Yeah, we've heard nothing about Brendan Hymas the whole even when they bring in extra like a 6th guy,
right?
They always bring in that other guy that other free agent we picked up halfway through the season, the vet, and Brendan is just I don't know. It's interesting. I wish we would have some insight into what happened because preseason games he was like a standout.
Well, and I think that's another interesting point too, is that like he's not been on the inactive list. Like he's there, but they just don't utilize him. They don't use him. And same with Questenberry. I know Questenberry is typically more of a center, but still, I know he's capable of playing in those guard positions. So it's like 2 names that we just have not seen hardly at all this season. Yeah. And blessedly, neither have we seen Trey Pipkin. So he's been on inactive. You stay over there. You stay in that side of the room.
Yeah, stay in the corner. Yeah. You look at the corner. Don't even
look. You don't just stand there. You look into it.
Earmuffs. Earmuffs.
I want to hear you breathe.
Yeah. Don't listen to what we're talking about because you're going to be on another team in a couple of weeks. So
we'll vote you off the island so fast.
So
all right, Craig. Thank you again for coming on. Always great to have you, buddy. Looking forward to the deck. We'll have to keep an eye out for that on Twitter. But now it's time to go on to the next segment. It is Ask Bolt Fam.
Time to put your money where your mouth is.
Hi, guys.
Don't jam a thumb up his butthole. That's what you do.
I wet myself in excitement.
Oh, so hungry.
Your thoughts are like totally appreciated.
Catch you later, dude.
Okay, love you, boy. All right, gang. Time to start off Ask Bolt Fam. And we start this off with Jeremy.
Certified Fresh.
Who asked the question? Wow, wow, wow. Herberts can run or throw the best. At times, there was an unfamiliar swelling in my crumb. It felt nice, but real story is our new kickman, Dustin. He had a perfect day, kicking the skin of pig through the poles and is deserving of the vagine in Kazakhstan, even during moon time. Am I right? Okay, love you, bye.
Oh, God.
Yes, that was Dustin had himself a great game. That did scare us for a hot second when he totally shanked it off to the side, but I think he was trying to kick it away. He saw the defender coming and he was like, nah, you're not going to block
we're going to
it.
go with that.
Not going to touch my balls.
That was my feeling, but we got to re-kick that one. But Jeremy,
greatest part of
gave
my
us
day
a little
so
something extra. Let's see what Jeremy did here.
This is a Jeremy original.
Wow, wee, wow.
Geek, man.
Oh, my God.
Face mask.
For those of you listening, Jeremy, clearly a fantastic artist.
Oh, yeah, incredible.
He's got Borat kicking a field goal, bro.
If you're listening to this, you need to just quickly switch over to YouTube. Find this spot because he drew Borat as our kick man. Wearing number 6. Get the 2 thumbs up because it's very nice.
And he's not even looking at the ball, kicking it without looking.
Look at the ball. It is too damn funny. So
that is it made my whole day. It made that victory even that much better. Getting to laugh
this was the best thing to wake up to. Just like, you're kidding me. You're kidding
me. I literally was in bed, pulled up my phone. I got a message, and then this came up, and I was like, "This is gonna be the best day ever. This could be the best day ever."
Wow,
like Christmas.
Well, if you guys check around a little bit later, if you go to chargerchat.com, you might see
right now.
Oh,
go to Charger Chat. Go get your ass to Charger Chat because guess what we're gonna have.
Get your ass to Charger Chat.
Get to .com.
Get to the website.
Get to the website.
If you want a Kickman t-shirt, you can have one.
They're available.
They're available right now. Go get yourself a Kickman t-shirt at chargerchat.com.
All thanks to Jeremy. Jeremy.
I just want to get a round of applause for Jeremy.
This is awesome.
Round of applause.
So damn cool. Yes.
I wish I was that creative.
Right.
Me too.
We would all be so lucky. All right. Well, now it is time to go on to the next question, we've got Senora Snappy.
Yay!
Good old Senora, who asked the question. Gentlemen, did you hear the good news? A lost Steelers soul was baptized in the holy waters of Rivers Lake. The terrible towel could not sop up the stain of this newly dubbed landmark now known as the Terrible Bowel. Mercy. K, love you, bye. You gotta get into it. When you're doing the televangelist, you gotta get the hands up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You got everything going.
That was good.
Boy, every time we get things get a little hairy down there. You didn't hear the splashes over at Rivers Lake of these Steelers fans plopping in there, did you, Kyle?
Did they actually?
That's what she's saying. She makes it sound like Steelers soul was baptized in the holy. I'm guessing there was a fight and somebody fell in. I mean,
yeah.
Until they put up some like fencing around there, somebody's going in that lake.
Swim time, man. It's depending on your level of inebriation. That just looks like a good swim.
Yeah, honestly, cool off.
You know what? We lost this game, but I'm going to get at least a couple laps in. Woo! Just jump in.
I've been talking to Senora and Senora Snappy. They have big plans for Rivers Lake, so stay tuned. They have goals. Awesome. They have major goals, and I hope that their goals come true. And I'm here for them, whatever they need.
I am here for
We're here to support your goals.
I'm supportive of those goals.
Awesome. Well, Senora Snappy, thank you for letting us know about the baptism at Rivers Lake. Let's move it on now to Salty Sports Guy, who asked the question. I was never worried. The Steelers. That's it. Oh, wait. I needed a question. What's your favorite and least favorite Thanksgiving side dish?
This is topical. This is good.
Yeah.
I like this.
I like this kind of question.
All right.
Yeah.
Should we?
I'm happy to kick things off.
Do it.
All right. My favorite side is definitely gravy because I put that crap on everything. It's on the turkey. It's on the potatoes. It's on the corn. It's on the bread.
Pie.
Just pumpkin pie in my drink. Everything.
A little behind your ears.
Just imagine.
Maybe get my wife a little fired up.
Yeah. Imagine Thanksgiving without gravy. Without like, no thanks.
It's true.
And my least favorite. It's. I don't know if this is every family has this side dish. It might just be unique to the Duggins. We call it green crap. It's basically because it tastes like crap.
It sounds so appetizing.
It's not. We have to have it every year. It's like a tradition thing. It sits there. I think my mom takes a bite because she made it. But
what is it? Like, what is it?
I don't think anybody actually makes it. I think it just shows up. I think it just shows up.
The green crap fairy comes by and
it's like Flubber. Remember that movie Flubber? It's like this green Jello with like coconut or something inside of it, and it's not
Better hope
good.
Kathy doesn't hear
good.
this, Kyle. Just saying.
Kat knows. I made Kat well aware of my
put your flag
my
down
disdain
on the
for green crap. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. There you go. Kevin, any differing opinions?
It's hard not to go turkey. It's kind of standard, but
side dish.
That's a main dish.
It depends on what part of the plate you put it on.
Get turkey and I get a little turkey on the
depends
side.
on how much turkey you get.
It depends on how much I have a side of turkey with my turkey. I don't know. People are going to probably hate me for this.
Sure.
It's a can of the cranberry that comes out in like gelatinous form where you
as
can
a
just
favorite
slice
or a least favorite.
As a favorite.
I love it too.
It's so I don't know why. I've said this to people before, and they look at me like,
"Don't listen to them. Cut them out of your life."
Cut them all. I wouldn't have any friends, Kyle, because I think we're the weirdos
I'll be here
in this.
Kill them all. Let God sort them out.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye. Yeah, for that.
Okay,
that's
and then least favorite.
Least favorite. I'll eat it all. Sometimes I'm really not into the gravy green bean casserole. Maybe I'm not having the right one, but it's not quite my jam all the time.
Okay, that's fine. That's fair.
I thought you were gonna go with the dessert side of Cherry Delight as your favorite.
Cherry Delight is the best.
It's delightful.
Is that a side dish though? Sounds like dessert,
debatable.
Kyle.
Yeah,
understand
dessert.
the rules, okay?
Yeah.
Understand the rules to this.
All
game.
right, turkey. It's like the ultimate main dish of Thanksgiving.
Depends on where you put it, Kyle.
Turkey side dish.
Turkey side dish.
It's a sidecar.
For me, I mean, if there's any woolly family member listening, they all know how much I love bread. I love bread. I would be, whenever we would go to a Thanksgiving meal, I was referred to as the bread boy because I would just load up my plate with rolls because I just love it. I don't know. There's something about bread, especially like when it's fresh, like, and now, you know, that I'm able to go to like Thanksgivings with my parents. It's like, they always cook these warm rolls that come right out of the oven. They like rise and they look like little butts. Like they're just these fluffy little butts, and I just eat them.
Eat those butts.
Eat those butts. And least favorite, dude, it's that cranberry. That's just like, I take a bite of it and it's just like,
this isn't bread.
Oh God. It's like,
this isn't bread.
These raisins have gone bad. What happened?
Yeah.
Dude, there's nothing better than a little cranberry, a little mashed potato, a little gravy, and a little turkey.
Fork.
All in one?
No.
The perfect fork.
No.
You can jam it into bread.
I'll trade you my bread my cranberry for your
fine.
bread.
Yeah, you can have my bread.
Thank
Bread's just a room taker-upper for me. It's just space.
That's my main course. I get turkey on the side of my bread. But great question, Salty Sports Guy.
Great question. That was the longest response I've ever think we've had to any question.
Good work.
We clearly
Don't you put us in a hypothetical / non-Charger related question? Because we will milk that shit till the end of time.
We'll take a solid half hour to debate it. But thank you for asking it. Let's move it on.
You ask us Charger stuff, and we're like, I don't know.
I don't know.
Talk to us about food, and we've come up with every hypothetical answer
I
possible.
will literally.
Would I rather?
Is this a side, though?
Yeah.
All right, let's move it on to Efren Abarca, who asked the question. Hell yeah, mofos, big dub feeling. Looks like that Madden 4 verts play worked all game for us, didn't it, coach? Ha ha, bolt up. Fuck Cam Hayward, bitch ass K, I'm done. All right, I'm sorry, okay?
Yeah, there's a verse, Kyle. Tell us all about the verse.
I don't know. I didn't notice if they were 4 verticals. So a 4, it may be. I'll go back and look a little bit, but
we'll see
when
you
you're
on
watching,
corner.
when I'm watching live, I can't tell if it's 4. But 4 verts is all 4 of your wide receivers all going straight downfield, basically a Hail Mary.
Right.
So I don't know if there were any of those, but we definitely pushed the ball down the field, and it was super effective. Again, my point last week was not to say that we shouldn't do it. It was just to say that they're there. We're just not taking them.
Right.
We took those chances this week, and it definitely paid off.
Absolutely. Yes. Good to see it.
I think I just don't want to see. I saw a couple of the Lombardi posts again about like at the third quarter. I saw some people posting about, come on, you got to like. I honestly don't want to see it anymore. Like, please stop.
That's another talking point that needs to go away within Charger
Please,
fandom.
just within ourselves. Like, please, let's just stop this because a couple off games doesn't make for a whole season. So
we're 10 games into his coaching tenure here.
Yeah,
it was so much fun to watch on Sunday.
Yeah,
like just remember this. Remember
the good times because they can easily come back as quick as they did this last game. So, Efren, always good to hear from you, buddy. Thank you for stopping by. Let's move it on to Blonded Surfer, who has the question. Bros, what a tsunami of a game. Whoa! Took us all for a ride, but in the end, we got past the Sharks. Tuna for everyone. Yeah, bring out the boards, baby. We must go surf. But seriously, this game goes to show that no matter how many times our defense may crack like a crab, we have an offense with the ability to drop as many points necessary to win a game. Fuck all these people saying, without a defense, we go nowhere. I think the boys just hit their sweet spot like Staley was talking about. We gave up, 55 yards on the ground? Whoa! I believe, brothers, this win will take us on a big win streak. I still hold my doubts about Lombardi and his ability as a situational play caller, but he's moved up my surfboard with this game. Let's get Eck 15 to 20 touches a game. Let's get more HB screens. He's a key part to this offense, as is Mike and Keenan. Let it rip, Llama boy. Props to Staley calling a masterful last defensive drive to put everyone on that D line in the perfect position to succeed. I will be sucking all their seeds. I love you, bye.
Oh, God.
Oh, what a script.
Oh, boy. So good. Yeah.
It was Everything
55 yards. We kept him under rushing. That is insane.
Right?
55.
It goes
never
against
enough, boys. Never enough. It's just our run defense sucks. Okay, our run defense is out of this world. Oh, our pass defense sucks. It's like, fuck, we just won. You know, like we gave up a decent amount of points because we got a punt block to the 2-yard line.
Right.
And we threw a pick in our own red zone, and we turned the ball over on downs at our own 30-yard line. It's like, guys, there's more to the football game than just, how many points did we give up?
Right.
Like, there was a lot of big mistakes that were not just the defense. Asante Samuel goes down with another concussion mid-game.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that. That's
it's
frightening.
like there was a lot of stuff in this game that, they scored some points, but I don't know. Like, I think a defense played great. Again, we gave up points, but when they needed to show up, like Blonded Surfer pointed out, like they showed up. Those sacks at the end of the game were the most exciting things in the whole world.
What a way to seal a game.
Oh, and God, it's so beautiful.
They stopped that one drive. Like, it was in the first half. They stopped him on like the 1 or 2 yard line, and there was a turnover on downs. Like,
turnover on downs,
Can't tell me that defense sucks. I'm sorry. That's not, I don't buy that.
It's just a different defense.
But the negative approach would be, but we let them drive all the way down the field. You know, like, you can always spin it in one way or another. You could choose to look at it as, we got the job done when we need to get the job done, and the defense
guys drive me to drink.
Or you can look at it as, we scraped by with a bad defense and our offense did really good. Like, you get to choose how you want to look at this stuff.
Yeah. Well, Blonded Surfer, good to hear from you, buddy.
Dude,
good question.
Awesome script. An awesome script.
Hey, enjoy sucking those seeds.
Yes. Let's move it on to Tyler Foster, the Foster, who asked the question.
It will likely fly under the radar, so I'll bring it up. Guyton was used in different ways to get his speed involved. Were these plays schemed for this week, or will we see these plays stick in the playbook? Also, I hope Coach was able to collect those salty Steeler tears. Okay, love you, bye.
You catch any tears, Kyle? Did you?
No.
No.
I did not get close enough to anyone to take their chairs.
I don't think they allow you to do that at the stadium. No
They frown on that.
Upon.
So Guyton, I mean, he had the one catch, but the only other thing we really saw was that the toss up. It was a reverse. Yeah. The reverse play, which he kind of ran on the outside and picked up a few.
What can I tell you? Like, his moment at the very end of that play where contact was inevitable, he just like folded and crumpled and did not look like a football. Did not look like a football player. I was like, don't ever let him do that again. Like,
I don't think it's really a sign of things to come.
I was like kind of embarrassed for him. Like he most guys are like trying to push up field. Like, he got one guy on him, and the second guy was coming. He's like, "Oh God!" He kind of cowered away. Go back and watch it. It was pretty obvious.
Yeah, and they've been running Andre Roberts on those same type of plays, those fly sweeps,
like
and
two back to back.
You need to stretch the defense. There's times, even if they are 2 yards, 4 yards, it extends players. It keeps the defensive ends honest. It stretches the defense out, so you're more effective running the ball up the middle, and you could set up play action. We love that outside zone play action where Justin fakes it and then kind of rolls to the right or away from it a little bit. So it sets up all those things, which is great. I don't think it's a new role for Jalen. I think the coaches are as aware as we are that he doesn't like to run the ball. I think Jalen's time is running short with Palmer starting to take some snaps from him.
Yeah, what was he 1 for 2? Like,
Guyton?
He's not involved. He's just not involved.
Targeted twice, one catch. Yeah.
Not involved.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go, Tyler. Thank you for asking the question. Let's move it on to Charging Buck, who asked the question. Oh, there you go. Attaboy.
Oh, wow.
I'm on it, dude. I'm on it tonight.
Didn't even let him give you an
opportunity. Victory Monday. I am certified ready.
You just laser focused.
Certified ready.
Jared Cook is really struggling to catch the ball. At what point can we expect Parham to jump Cook on the depth chart? Coming this summer. Parham.
They both dropped him, so I don't know if there's really any shuffle at the moment.
It is. I looked at the snap count. So Jared Cook he was on the field 50% of the snaps. Parham was 42% of the snaps. Steven Anderson was 25%, and Trey McKitty was 24%. So those two are definitely the 1-2 that they like to get on the field the
Parham's
most.
climbing. That's more than
Parham's
he was
climbing.
in previous games.
For sure. Yeah, he's getting on the field more. But they did both have a drop. So I don't know. But when Parham got the ball, he looked good again. I think that's the long-term vision that coach has for him, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
he's the one guy making people miss, really, when you're catching the ball. He's the one guy able to do that with his length, and it's fun to watch.
Yeah, just catch it.
And did you know he played basketball?
I didn't. Did he? I don't know if he did. Maybe. I don't know. Possibly.
It was kind of just it was just a going back to the Antonio Gates joke, but maybe he did.
Possibly, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. We'll have to look it up.
Probably at some point.
Yeah, most likely.
At some point in his life. I'm sure he's picked up a basketball.
Yeah.
There you go.
Picked up a basketball.
Yeah. Charging Buck, thank you for asking the question. Let's move on now to Jeebs.
The D is silent.
Why are you so angry when you say that?
I don't know. I don't
really
know.
Scares me.
He scared us that one time. It was like months ago. He's like, dude, the D is effing silent.
That's true.
I was like, it's stuck in my brain. And then I met him in person. I was like, okay, I will never say it again.
That's why I don't bring it up. I don't even bring it up. I just call him Jeebs. You're the one that keeps having to bring it up.
Throwing it around.
I just want everyone else to know. Don't make the mistake.
This is a warning.
This is a warning.
The D is silent.
The D is silent.
We can't say we didn't warn you. And shout out to T. Billy Goat. Basically, both asked the same question, but Jeebs had a little bit more colorful of a script. So here we go, Jeebs. Here's your question. Oh my God, what the fuck? That game was oh my God. We were kicking their towel-waving bitch asses, and then oh my God, we started to choke or whatever, but Staley gave us that a fat Heimlich maneuver thing and gave us life again. Yeah, it was oh my God, that shit is not cool. Okay. And it's gonna give me wrinkles and grays. And I'm not cool with that. No thanks. Okay. Also, can I say, that Hayward guy, okay? Oh my God, that sucker motherfucker did that shit on purpose, and on his presser, he tried to say, oh, it was on accident, my hand got stuck. Fuck you, dude. Oh my God. I almost told my bestie to hold my poodle because I was gonna rush the field. Oh my God, fuck that guy, okay? Fuck that guy. He probably kicks puppies and stuff like that. Herbert being the nicest guy ever was it's all good football. It's an emotional game. Oh my God, he's so nice. Okay, so anyway, if you can go out on a rager and just party your ass off with 3 past or present players, who would it be? Oh my God, so much fun. Okay, oh my God, I'm gonna go look at that Hayward bitch and accidentally punch him in the face. Oh my God, here, hold my poodle. Oh, yeah. And fuck the Raiders and that bitch Hayward. Oh my God, where's he at? Okay. Love you, bye. Oh my God.
Think he killed Kevin.
I debated.
I heard Kevin laughing for a majority of it, and then he stopped. I was like, "Uh-oh, did Kevin died?"
Is he on the floor?
I'm actually.
Oh man,
Kevin's face is red as can be right now.
Oh God, it's a good look for me.
Yeah, gotta get that jade stone back out.
What a script! What a
that was
script.
So much fun, Jeebs. Thank you.
That was awesome
for helping Kevin get all the air out of his lungs.
That was therapeutic, man. Laughs. I feel fantastic. I'm tingling right now.
I'm trying to. Right. Oh yeah, the question. That's
3
right.
Past or present players you want to go
players to party with
on a 3-day rager. Is that what the question was?
Just a rager.
Oh, okay.
Just any rager party with 3 past or present players. Yeah.
Good question.
Sean Merriman 100% has to be in there.
Yes.
Because he'd probably take us to one of his MMA fights, but that's how we start the night. Just a real a VIP table with bottle service.
What if you could promise me that the people I took, regardless of how their normal personality is, they were gonna rage? if that could be the case, like I would take Phillip Rivers, because if you could promise me that he would like actually go have fun and not be like, oh, I have 12 kids to take care of.
I've got to be home by midnight.
Yeah. Like go back to college days, Phil. Oh God, that would be so Phil. And then you could also promise me that Justin would do that. You take Phil and Justin and I guess Sean, because Sean would. It's just a great time.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm trying to think if there's anybody different.
It's hard to like go all the way back, but there's an element of like Linval Joseph would be so much fun to go out with.
Not right now. He's tested positive for COVID.
So there's a good chance. Oh God, how dare you? There's a good chance I'd probably get in a fight at some point, and I would want him there. Like it's not just for like a good time; it's for a safe time. You know what I mean?
What about Fehoko?
Oh, Fehoko, dude, change my answer. Braden Fehoko, hands down.
Good. See,
and Billy comes too. Yeah. Dad shows up later. All the brothers come out.
Yeah,
we have a great time.
Yeah, you don't have to invite them. They'll just be there.
They'll just be there. Yeah.
Oh shoot, we didn't think about that. Like, if you invite one person, if you invite LT, is he just naturally going to bring Gates and all those people?
I think it's worth the potential that could happen. You have to bring LT.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Drew Brees would be cool.
Yeah. Hard to pick just 3, but I think those are some solid answers out there that we could play with. If you guys think of something different,
let's hear it in the comments, guys.
I would love to see in the comments who you guys think would be better partiers. Yeah. Yeah, I would love to hear it. But Jeebs, you
keep being you, dude.
You keep being Kevin. You, man.
That was therapeutic. Thanks,
that was awesome. All right. Well, now let's move it on to Condi34, who asked the question.
Certified freshman. I've lost it. Jeeves threw me off, dude. Yeah. I was certified ready. Now I'm certified tired from laughing.
Certified distracted.
Certified distracted.
With Tillery and Joseph out, who was the difference maker in the run D?
I mean, it's an interesting concept. Is like, okay, we didn't have Tillery and we didn't have Linval Joseph. And yet it felt like our run game got
run defense
better. Yeah.
They all did something different. Like from what I was seeing, this was just, watching it once and then going back and watching it again was like, is it Gaziano?
Yep.
Yeah.
He did one thing. He blocked balls. He established himself there.
Mm-hmm.
Forrest Merrill was pushing people into the backfield.
That was awesome.
You see that one play where he just jacked up the center and pushed them all the way back into Big Ben.
He's going to push this guy right into Big Ben. This is awesome.
And then Braden was kind of a combo of both. Braden got off
blocks. He was doing really good. Yeah.
It was
they
all
fun
looked
to incredible.
Yeah.
Maybe that's like a kick in the ass of like, I'm looking at Tillery, to be honest. Like, we got guys that are hungry and willing to do whatever. Like,
right.
Step it up.
All
I think
undrafted guys.
Right.
Every single one of those ones you just mentioned are undrafted guys, and he's a first rounder sitting on that title and keeping his spot. But if he's out anymore and these guys keep playing like this, Linval's definitely going to be out another week. He's not vaccinated, confirmed COVID. He's out 10 days. So those guys are going to be, at least 2 of the 3 are going to be back on the roster this coming Sunday. So if they keep playing like that, like, man, I don't think any change happens this year, but the future is not looking good.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Condi34, thank you for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Daniel Wallen, who asked the question. What's up, brochachos? Okay. So, I have to call her when I see it. The run defense was very good today, dudes. The Fehoko Merrill Jones trifecta just dropped into the wave of the year and fucking busted that fat air over Big Ben's soggy cheese steak. All right? Okay, later on, dudes.
Soggy cheese steak.
I love it. Well, I'm curious, not to be tipping the negative, but they were down that whole game, so they weren't really running probably as much as they would have. But what we did see was awesome. What we did see from that D-line was awesome.
Or those they didn't run because they didn't have anything there. You had to switch pretty quick out of necessity. Yeah, they were down, but most of the time, the guys with an identity like that we're a running team, they're going to stick with it, even if they're down 1, even if they're down 2 scores.
Yeah.
But I think, there was a balance between, we got up, we scored, which is how you stop a run defense. How you stop any team is put them into predictable situations. You get up 2 scores, you can anticipate more passes. So you can put them in predictable situations. Your play calling becomes a lot easier as a defense. So yeah, that obviously helped us against the run game too.
Mm-hmm.
If we had gotten up 2 scores against the Ravens, I promise you they don't rush for 200 yards because they have to start taking more chances to try to catch up.
Right. Yeah, I mean, Najee Harris only had 12 attempts on the run game. So, I mean, after 12, they were just like, all right, apparently this isn't working. And
isn't working.
Can't force it. So
all these undrafted defensive linemen are just too much.
Too good.
So there you go. Daniel Llewellyn, thank you for asking the question. Always good to hear from you, buddy. Let's move it on to JDM2118, who asked the question. Hey, yo, what's up, bitches? Hey, first things first. Fuck that motherfucker Hayward, dirty bitch. Don't touch the homie like that. Those backups put in some fucking work, man. That last defensive stand was feeling lit, homie. The back-to-back sacks. Holy shit, I woke up the block. I was losing my mind. Y'all think they should keep that D-line that was in for this game or bring back Jerry T? All right, putos, I would like to make you honorary Latinos. You 3 fuckers are fucking awesome. In the words of Coach, bolt the fuck up, boys. Ball gang or don't bang, bitches. Yeah.
I thank you. I am honored.
Thank you, yes.
Truly honored.
I mean, especially when I throw that terrible accent out every time you ask a question. I'm waiting for one day somebody's going to be like, JDM says hi, and they shank me like right in the kidney or something like that.
JDM says hi.
Yeah. I mean, that's just kind of what we were talking about. Like bringing back Jerry, like, I don't know. Why would we?
Rotate him a little bit.
At the very least, I think a rotation would be
there.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then who do you not activate? You bring him back. Who do you, out of those 3 guys, who do you not activate? That's
I don't know.
Question.
I don't know. I guess it depends with Limbaugh still being out and what the other
Covington,
depth at other positions look like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a totally different thing when Linval, Covington, and Tillery. Those are the 3 guys that get flopped. So we'll see. It's easy now for Charger fans to like see those other guys go in and not be, effective. Like, remember what we had?
Yeah, go back.
That's Sunday night.
Mm-hmm.
Coaches know, guys. As much as we saw it, so did the coaches. They're going to go back and dissect every play of that whole game and see what they did well. It's not like they're up there like, we're not going to do this. We're going to go back with the crap we got.
He's too good of a guy. I can't leave him like that.
They know if they lose, their job's on the line. So they're going to play the best guys. So whatever it is, I think they're going to put the best guys out there that they think. Now, those guys played really good, so they're going to make it a hard decision for the coach for sure.
Big time. JDM2118, thank you for asking the question. Let's move it on to Senior Snappy, who asked the question. All right, Senior Snappy wrote like a short little script here. So this first character is Hayward to Justin. I hope you left enough room in your stomach because I'm going to ram it in with my fist. And then Justin's response is, that's a really good point. Touchdown. The referees to the NFL, we can't win them all. So yeah, that was Hayward punches Justin in the stomach. Justin says, hold my beer, and throws a touchdown. And and yeah, the referees
looks clueless.
Yeah.
How quick question. This just makes me, if this were to happen to Philip Rivers.
Kevin's questioning life right now.
I'm looking at Philip Rivers and how fired up he would get and all that stuff versus Justin Herbert, who basically was like, thank you. You know what I mean? He's just like, thank you.
Yeah.
You just gave me motivation.
You, sir, may I have another?
A quiet motivation. Exactly. Like how crazy that he's unshakable, even getting punched in the gut.
Yeah.
Well, think about some of these quarterbacks, the way that, I don't know, I think it's crazy the way that he reacted. Like, imagine the flop if somebody else got punched in the stomach. They'd have been like rolling around, waving, like the reaction to try to draw the foul.
Some of those soccer/football players, like some of those reactions.
Yes, yeah.
Not to alienate myself,
like the kick man,
but yeah, some of those kick man.
Yeah, those other kick men,
not ours.
Yeah, and there was too many flags that game. Like, and some of those were
penalties,
so ticky tacky. Like I think it was the illegal formation. I don't know if Al Michaels explained it right, But he basically was like, yeah, this guy was like a half a step up on
was
the line.
covered. His coach talks about all the time. He was covered up
By half a step, though, like,
yeah.
and
Well,
you're
he wasn't
usually
covered
don't
up.
call that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just
They
seems
usually
like
don't call
really
that, they just let it
ticky-tacky.
go.
But
And there's a holding on Forrest Merrill, like a defensive holding that was like, what are you looking at?
yeah,
And there was one play that was missed where Drew Tranquil literally was being held by his neck when somebody was running out of bounds. I saw it like briefly out of the corner of my eye, like, okay, well, I guess just whatever you want, free
Yeah.
for all,
Yeah.
call
It's
what
like,
you want.
It's all those
sometimes you miss calls. It
Yeah.
is what it is. Sometimes you miss a call, but when you do throw the flag, it better be a penalty. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Make
if
it
you
a
miss
good
it, you
one.
miss
Yeah,
it. They
make it
didn't
count.
see it. They're humans. But if you're actually gonna throw it, it better be that. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, if you miss it, I get it. It's
Yeah.
gonna happen sometimes, but like, just don't throw it if it's not a penalty.
Exactly.
It
It's
seems
just really
simple.
frustrating.
Yeah.
But let's move it on. Thank you, Senior Snappy, for giving us the
Senor.
short play. That was
Senor.
very well written. Let's move it on to House of Hain, who asked the question. This just in. The Chargers shit the bed, but were able to get the sheets clean and back on the bed before the parents could notice. The booth was giving Pitt the old rub and tug all game. No love for Chargers. FedEx air and ground for 10 for 72 yards.
Yeah. They,
Were you good there, Kyle? Did I
No, water went down the wrong pipe for sure. Okay. How to answer this question?
I would say it was less of a shit, more of like a skid mark.
Yeah, it was just like a
they
fart you didn't trust, and it
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
came out
exactly.
wrong, and you were just like, oh
Yeah.
shit, I got to clean this
But you
up
got to
real
the
quick.
And you
toilet
looked
done,
like, whoa, that was
yeah.
way more than I
Whoa.
thought that would have done. But yeah, I don't think it was a full shit the
Shit
bed.
the sheets, you lose. You know, like that wasn't.
Yeah,
a
there's
full,
no coming back from that, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like a dirty fart that you
Yeah.
have to waft out.
A little spit in the trumpet, as we've mentioned before.
Yeah.
So
Oh, God.
What? I've never
heard that one ever.
That's a good one, dude. Spit in the trumpet. That's gross.
Oh, God. Charge.
Oop.
Oop. Yeah, that's a perfect depiction of what happened.
Absolutely. And yeah, FedEx Air Player of the Week. I guess
both.
Austin didn't get nominated, did he?
Austin, I don't know if he got nominated for the ground player of the week.
I hate that.
He didn't. Well, he had touchdowns, but he didn't have the
He only
crazy
had 50
yardage.
yards rushing. Yeah, Justin outrushed him.
Did he really? Wow, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
He
Justin
got all the
had
calls
90
at the
and-
goal line.
I didn't
dude. He
even
got all
consider
of them.
that Justin outrushed Austin.
Yeah,
My goodness. Well, all right. Well, there you go. Yes, but definitely get Justin in on that FedEx Air for sure.
Yeah,
Thank
go
you,
vote.
House of Ain, for reminding us to go vote. And let's move it on now to Okie Doggy, who asked the question.
All right, boys, I'm just going straight to these questions. One, this is for the coach. How does it feel to know that the Chargers not only are moving Joey inside more, but also it seemed like they passed it a bit more than usual, just like you said before? And what else would you like to see the team do that they already haven't? Question 2. What has been your guys' favorite moments, questions, and or impressions in all these great episodes you have put out? And question 3, do you have to be a masochist to enjoy Chargers games? Because at this point, I'll likely have a heart attack watching these close finishes, even if this year is different. I hope you guys, plus everyone in the Buck family, enjoy the holidays. And as always, fuck those motherfucking donkeys who still try to find a QB because they could never draft a good one by themselves.
Awesome
Just-
question.
Awesome.
That was great. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you love it because he just complimented the shit
Yeah.
out of you. I told you, Kyle, one compliment a month.
Yeah. Well, you didn't have to give
Okie
me
dokie
one. You
didn't
could have
get the
just
memo.
let me have this one. Yeah. Yeah. It is cool to see them. It's just like I'm not claiming to be a genius. I'm just
I just
I'm
am,
not-
okay.
I just wear that.
No. I always
I just wear the crown I was given.
No. I always try to remind people that the coaches know what they're doing. You know what I mean? Like, and that's why they agree with me and they
Right.
do everything that I would want to do. I'm just kidding. No, it's like they're watching the same game as us, guys. Like they understand they're gonna make the changes and adjustments. Sometimes it'll work and sometimes it won't. What I'd like to see us do that we haven't done is punt the ball out of bounds quickly. I feel like every time that our punter gets the ball, he like sits there and like, oh, I've done this before. I'm just gonna take my sweet time, and then I'll kick it when I'm ready. It's like, get the ball, kick the ball, like get the ball off.
Get the ball, kick the ball.
Just frantically kicks it.
Yeah, just get it off. Yeah, nothing really comes to mind after a game like the Steelers. Freaking love it. I don't really have like, oh, I wish they would do this type of thing. But critiques I'm sure are to come in future weeks.
Of course.
But yeah, I thought it was a really fun, well called, awesome game.
Yeah. All right. Favorite moments, questions, and or impressions.
There's so many, but I think right now for me, we have a t-shirt dedicated to it.
Yes.
It was the first time Kickman was introduced by Borat, and I almost died laughing.
Yeah.
So that there's so many though, but there's a t-shirt dedicated to this one at the moment. So
In the arms of a Kickman.
yeah, that commercial was so freaking good too. So there's just so many. You guys bring us such amazing things that like we could never come up with any of this shit by ourselves. There's no way.
No.
Yeah.
So thank you all.
My favorite segment by far is always the Ask Boltfam. It's the most fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime.
And Fan Focus. You get to meet everybody.
Yeah, Fan Focus is awesome.
All of our segments are great, guys. Just watch the whole
We're
thing.
just so great. Look at Kyle. Just keep that crown on, baby.
Anytime Kevin laughs himself like to silence is awesome.
I also love how
Adam
K
on
Love
the
You Bye
podcast.
started. Just a
Absolutely.
drunk Kevin in Vegas or wherever he was.
I was in London, and
I was
that
gonna say,
was
I think
like
he was overseas. Yeah.
that's the most hammered I've ever been. I've stopped like drinking after that episode, but it came with K Love You Bye.
We were gifted K Love You Bye.
That's where it came from.
It's a really fun tagline.
Go find that gem of a just
I don't
sloppy
even remember
baby
what
episode.
that was from.
Sloppy Huggins.
Go
Stop
dive.
it. Stop. I love it.
You will never see that Kevin again.
And yeah, I think you have to be slightly masochistic to enjoy Charger games. You just got to know.
For those of you like me that don't know what masochist means, I looked up the definition, and here's what it is: a person who derives sexual gratification from their own pain or humiliation. So, is that requirement to be a Charger fan?
I don't think it necessarily needs to be sexual.
Well,
but
that's the definition. Wooly.
Is there a second definition? Or did you just read one and said that's it?
That's it. That's the sexy time I like.
Yeah, it's just I think it's interesting, especially for newer Charger fans that haven't seen and dealt with what we've been dealing with before.
I'm excited for them because they just went through what we usually go through, but got the win, baby. Like that was so fantastic. Like pulling that out.
That's true.
Is the roller coaster we all want to be on, but not really.
But coming out
is there
with
any
a
way?
W.
Is there any way for us to just get every week as a primetime game? Because we would be 17-0.
It'd be nice.
Justin Herbert is ridiculous in primetime.
He only plays.
And guess when we play the Chiefs again?
Thursday
night. Are anybody here going to that game?
I'll be there. Yeah,
all
I'll
right,
be there for
we're
sure.
gonna win. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
There you go.
Just got to leave before 1 o'clock, so you actually go to the
12:45 at least.
Yeah, at least 12:45
on a Thursday. Yeah.
All right, there you go, Okie Dokie. Thank you for asking the questions. Always good to hear from you. Let's move it on now to Carl Bowlingtoft.
Carl,
who asked the question.
Shoot! How did you guys feel during that epic fourth quarter meltdown? We usually lose games like this, don't we? But new coach, new regime, so how important are these kind of wins? Watched the game this morning, couldn't stay up till kickoff at 2:20 in the morning Danish time. Yeah, this is a Danish accent, didn't you know? What a ride to wake up to. Almost ended up skipping to the end because of the nerves, but stuck it through. Glad I did. P.S. Herbert and Eckler, what a combo. P.P.S. Hayward for hitting Herbo in the stomach like that. Douchebag, cowardly move. Should have been ejected.
Agreed.
Yeah, that sucks, man. It's like bedtime, right when that game's getting kicked off. That just sucks.
Yeah, Carl doesn't want primetime games, but hey, Carl,
that's where we do our work.
Yeah, that's where the magic happens so far.
The fourth quarter meltdown, like I was scared, but like I said on the instant reaction, my wife she's slightly psychic, and she had the weirdest, like calm. I know we're gonna win this game type of attitude, that it made me like, okay, all right, I'll buy into this, babe. You better be right, or I'm gonna be even more pissed off. But it did level out some of the emotional car wreck that it could have been, for sure.
Good.
She knows how to bring your blood pressure down, bro.
Yeah, she knows
She's
me.
looking out for you.
Yeah. I mean, when it was happening, we were texting each other, and I was just like, I trust Herbert, man. Like, I know that, yeah, it's not looking good, but I trust Herbert. Just get Herbert the ball, let him do his thing. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
Well, and there really is something to be said for, as a team, winning in this way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You win in this way, you know you can do it again if you're presented this again.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is, honestly, I was telling Josie, I was like, if we lose this, like during that game, I was like, if we lose this is like a season wrecker. To come back and lose, at fourth quarter, lose like that will totally demoralize the team.
Right. Yeah.
And it didn't happen. I think, if anything, it's going to do the absolute opposite and giving everyone the confidence. Look at Joey Bosa's statement. This just feels like a different team.
Yep.
It does feel like a different team, and
Big
I'm
time.
excited for this team.
Big time. Thank you, Carl, for asking the question. Let's move it on to Mr. Bill 541.
Certified fresh.
Who asked the question? To tell the truth, you got a little nervous in the fourth quarter, didn't you? What do you think the Chargers need to do to address the issues we faced in the fourth quarter? Do you think they will get the problem fixed in the draft or via free agency? That was my best Colonel Klink, so I'm sorry.
That was good. I want to admit, unlike the referees, I can admit when I made a mistake. And you're not certified fresh. I believe you've been on.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Certified.
Kevin has been fined. Yep. Kevin has been fined.
Kevin has been fined. He'll be suspended 1 episode.
Just inject me. I just disappear.
Get him out of here.
Get rid of his square.
I just turn off the video. Yeah, obviously we got nervous fourth quarter. I mean, yeah, obviously we got nervous fourth quarter. Needing to address the issues we faced. It's special teams, obviously, was the block. That was kind of the biggest issue.
But that was because of a bizarre double penalty
right.
repunt.
Yeah, that was a
penalties. That's
how do you
the one
fix
that
penalties in the draft or free agency?
That's what I mean. Is I don't see any. I think you can definitely. Here's what my thoughts on the draft and what's probably going to happen. I think there's definitely players on this team that are stopgap players that are going to be looked at after the season's over. I think Staley's going to get the defense he wants in the next year. I think it's going to happen.
Sure.
I think they're gonna make some changes. They're going to draft a lot of those guys. So I don't know if that's necessarily what is going to help us right now. That's where I see that they're probably going to end up going. Because they have the offense. They're gonna. I think you sign
Staley
Mike Williams.
Feels like a 5-year plan kind of guy. Like he's already thought he's
win this year, and then we'll just keep getting better.
Right. Instead of stacking
solid
wins, we're
stacking champs.
We're stacking bowls. Yeah.
Stacking champs.
Super Bowls. That is.
All right, Mr. Bill. Thank you for asking the question. Moving on now to Coach Lago, who asked the question.
Serious legal question here. I feel that as Bolt fans, we have a strong case for a lawsuit against our Chargers. We all have had years taken off our lives as fans of this squad. Am I right? But, like Bolt Chat Coach said, bolt the up, boys. Bolt fam is the best fam.
You're quotable now, Coach. Ever since your instant reaction, everybody's like, as Bolt Chat Coach says.
Up,
I was
boys.
very emotional.
Bolt
Yeah.
the up, boys.
Yeah.
I don't need those last couple years. Where
I like them.
be,
Yeah, take them.
I don't need those.
Take them.
Take
those last
years.
couple lame ones where you got to be, diapers and shit. I'm not about that.
Give me a Super Bowl. Take my few last years.
Yeah.
You can have them.
You can have them all day.
Yeah. The joy that I experience, which is ridiculous, but the joy that I experience after a W like that, take 3-4 years.
Kyle, I've never heard you so happy in my life. Last night,
you were pretty damn happy. Yeah.
You were so happy.
Yeah,
you were
I was
so happy that you wanted to just spread the happiness. And I heard your sister say, "Go Chargers" to other like Pittsburgh fans. You're like, "No, we're positive right now. We're not doing that to them.
Shut up.
I am too good of a mood right now.
Here's the thing.
Shut up."
I went with 3 girls. That's who I went to the game with. I warned them when we got in the car. Girls, you're not going to speak out and get me in a fight where I have to defend you. And they tried really hard on the way to the car, and I was not happy. Might be the last time I go with all girls to a Charger game.
Oh, boy. All right. Well, there you go, Coach Lago. Thank you for asking the question. We'll move it on now to Bobby Caldrone.
Chicago way.
Who asked the question?
Oh, I counted multiple times that Chris Collinsworth said that Herbie was starting to look uncomfortable. Oh, and then Herbie drove the team down the field and scored. Oh, boy. LOL. Uncomfortable? Sure. The man is not phased. Jared Cook tried, but not even he can stop Herbs. MVP candidate? I don't know. Can't love you bye. Oh, boy.
I don't know. Like, I feel like he has to be an MVP candidate because without him,
yes,
we are. What are we like? Most valuable player? Who's more valuable to our team than Justin Herbert? So he has to be at least in the running. Like, everyone's saying Kyler Murray. I'm like, I don't know. They have a backup and
not playing.
Whatever.
Yeah,
not
playing.
Yeah.
Still winning.
What's his nuts is in there, still winning games.
Yeah,
so it's like, is he
Colt
really
McCoy,
that valuable?
Yeah,
right.
I don't know. I think if he can, he's had some duds here and there. If he can play like consistent and play like this,
finish
there's no
strong.
way he's not. Yeah,
I mean, people are going to remember how you finish. So, I think that would be the best attribute to getting an MVP.
Well, I saw in one of those talk shows this morning, Rex Ryan said he's the best quarterback in the league.
Wow, love it,
Rex Ryan.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks, Rex. Appreciate it.
Good on you.
Good on you, Rex Ryan.
All right, thank you, Bobby, for asking the question. Let's move it on to Swim Shady.
Certified fresh?
All right.
I don't want to mess up again.
He doesn't want any more fines.
I'm not pulling any flags. I'm not going to get in trouble.
Yeah, that's a look the other way.
Let him pump. If you can punch him in the stomach, it's fine. Go ahead.
Right. Let's see what he's got.
I know it's early, but who would you guys like to see the Chargers draft next year? Maybe a RB2 to help Austin? Right tackle? Anyways, I'm excited. And, Cam Hayward, Herbie is your daddy. Okay, love you, bye.
All right, already looking to the draft.
We'll get there. We're gonna have a lot of weeks to talk about this, but I think we need to get another edge rusher to complement Joey. I don't know. I don't know where what players will be available at 32, but only time will tell.
That's what I'm saying. They're just best player available at 32 is all.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
That's all I'm picking.
No, but yeah, right now the running back situation, like no one's stepping up. Like Justin Jackson,
RB2.
Justin Jackson,
Justin Herbert's RB2,
go away. Did you see him drop that one ball over the middle? He had a drop as well.
He did.
Justin Jackson, please, man, just please, just stop doing this to us.
So I don't know. I don't even know where this guy's projected to go. I haven't really watched a whole lot of his tape, but there is a behemoth of a man on the Georgia Bulldogs defensive line. His name is Jordan Davis, and he's the scariest human being I've ever seen. Guys, I'm not kidding. He's 6'6", 340. And
that's heavy.
Craig posted on Twitter him running. He must have been running a 4.5, chasing down this quarterback.
Oh, wow.
It looked like he was going to eat him. It was terrifying. So, I mean, if this guy's tape looks like only that, holy smokes, is that guy a Linval Joseph replacement pretty quick? Because he's a monster. And at 32, I'm okay with taking a nose tackle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Go watch. Hey, if anything, just go watch Jordan Davis's film because it's really fun. He's humongous.
He's a big boy. You can't miss him.
Yeah.
Freaking huge.
He's humongous.
All right. Swim Shady, thank you for asking the question. And we go out of Basketball Fan with our last one, Logan Roy Kent, who asked the question. Look, I'm only going to ask this once. Marry, kill, Herbert, Staley, James. All right. We haven't had one of these in a while. Marry, kill, Herbert, Staley,
the kill,
Derwin James.
The kill thing makes it so hard. Yeah. Like,
yeah, that's such a drastic.
The other two, we can pick one.
Mary date.
Like,
Mary not text for a month. I don't
Mary
know.
hate. Yeah.
Kill is so drastic, but
yeah, I don't want to kill any of them.
Well, let's stick within the confines.
But you have to.
Yeah.
All right, you have to.
Yeah.
You have to kill one
Not
of them.
that we would,
kill,
but if you had to.
Who are you going to kill? If you had to pick one of those three.
I would fuck Herbert. I would marry Staley. I would kill James. Go ahead and take it out of context. I don't care.
No, I need I need explanation. I need explanation. I don't know yet. I need you to help me.
Herbert is arguably, I think, the best looking of the three.
Prettiest. Yeah, he's the prettiest.
He's the prettiest. Staley.
They would all agree.
Staley would be that solid rock that I could come home to every night. He would be a great spouse. So his wife is very lucky, obviously.
That's really true.
And
leader.
And that's really just by process of elimination that
James
I would kill James. There's no reason to kill James. It's just those other two fit the other two categories so well.
Yeah.
For me, from my perspective. If you feel something different, put it down in the comments. Who would you marry, kill? Justin Herbert, Brandon Staley, or Derwin James?
So I'm trying to work my way around this.
Killing
so I think I'm gonna go Staley, marry Herbert, James. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah.
But I don't know if Staley. I think he might be so into like what's going on. He might try to explain like what's happening so much that he'd fall asleep and we wouldn't have to do anything.
No,
like I'm trying.
Kevin doesn't want to have to just. Kevin doesn't want to be with Herbert just one time. He wants a lifetime of love from Justin Herbert.
A lot of when you're married. Just saying.
Either one night or a
long-term. This is like an X-rated episode. Yeah, this was no one night stands with me and Herbert. I'm gonna marry that man. We're going with Staley
on that one.
Go with Staley with the F and James with the K.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. I think
this has gone off the rails so bad.
I think I agree with Wooly. I would go Herbert, Staley, James as well.
He couldn't say it.
I can't say it. I can't. My conviction of the Holy Spirit won't allow me to actually put those words out.
You drop F-bombs all throughout the episode, but when it comes to this one question,
it gets real. This felt more
Jesus
real.
starts listening real hard.
I didn't feel right saying it, so I had to just walk away. Drop the mic.
All right. Well, there you go, Logan Roy Kent.
How dare you? Well, let's hear your. I want to hear yours, Logan.
Yeah,
What's
you have
yours?
to answer too. With
there
the
you go,
reason.
Logan.
Yeah,
That's
give us.
You've clearly been thinking about it, Logan.
Why don't you, hey Logan, do us a favor. Follow up next episode as Bolt Fam. Let's hear your answer. We'll read it out
everyone
loud with the
needs
voice.
to know.
Yeah, we all want to know.
The world is wanting to know. Logan Roy Kent.
And Wooly will put his wig back on. We'll do the whole thing. We'll do it right.
And he'll do it in the God voice. It'll be great.
Do it in the Valley Girl voice.
All right, stop making promises that I won't keep. Thank you, everybody, for asking questions and Ask Bolt Fam. You guys make it such an awesome segment every week. We really appreciate it.
And go get a Kickman t-shirt.
Go get a Kickman t-shirt.
While supplies last.
While supplies last.
I'm going to get like 4 of them.
Limited run.
Yeah.
Kickmans.
All right. Well, before we go on to the episode, we've got to make some Bolt predictions this next game against Denver. And I can't remember. We're playing in Denver, right?
We're in Denver, yeah.
In Denver.
All right.
Is it going to be a cold game? You know the 7-day forecast?
I mean,
it's very much.
It is winter
prediction,
so it'll probably be chilly. I don't know if it'll be snowing.
I don't think Herbert will be bothered.
Yeah, I don't think he will. It'll be Mile High Stadium, so maybe Kickman can make some records.
Oh, Kickman with a deep kick. That's a good call.
That's a possibility.
Kickman kick record.
All right, Kev, you go first.
All right, we're going 41-10 Chargers.
Holy smokes!
No, we'll go. I'm gonna go 31-10 Chargers.
Oh no!
I think we're gonna smash
I'm
them
not gonna
around.
be crazy.
And we're gonna beat them up. It's gonna be a beat up game. 31-10. I think I want to do something crazy. I want to give you guys some kind of crazy Bolts.
Think about it. Don't just throw one out. Think.
Yeah,
we'll go scores and then we'll all go back through with the crazy.
I'll come back with my Boltness.
All right. I'll go with score. I'm gonna go 28-17 Chargers. Obs. Wooly, what do you got score wise?
I'm gonna say 35. 35-14.
35-14.
Yeah.
Wow, we're getting this feels like a blowout for you guys, huh?
I'm feeling confident against this Denver team. I feel like they can put the hurt on them.
I think we returned
it's the
90.
It's
90.
the Brandon Staley going back against his old student against the master game.
Yeah.
He must kill the master. I got it. I got it. Melvin Gordon fumbles. We return it 98 yards for a touchdown.
That was what I was.
Don't give me time, man.
Yeah, you gave him time to think about it.
Yeah, that's okay. Glad you finally had a good prediction. I'm gonna go with Kickman. I'm going with the Kickman, Mr. Hopkins. Hitting a 60. I'll be specific. A 64-yard field goal.
Ooh, wow, very nice.
I like.
I'm gonna stick with last week's and say Braden Fehoko gets a sack because I want that damn sack dance so bad. I will throw my bolt prediction away on him until it happens. So there you go, Braden Fajoko's sack dance.
It's the same thing over and over.
Now that I know that Linval's going to be missing next week, I feel a little bit more confident, at least in predicting that Braden Fehoko gets himself a sack and gets a sack dance. So. Anxious to see it. There you go, folks. Bolt predictions in the books, episode in the books. Thank you all for making this episode what it is. We really do appreciate it. And go get yourself a Kickman shirt, folks.
I'm ordering one tonight. I'm putting it up. We're putting it up on the website. I'm ordering. I'm getting it. It's going down.
It's going down, folks. All right. Well, don't forget to bolt up, folks, because we're ready for any squad, any place.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Like, okay, love you. Bye.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Attention! Attention! Are you a Charger fan? Have you had your golden years taken away because of stressful wins at home? Do you know the definition of masochist? Then call Coach Lago, attorney at law. He'll fight for your autumn years. He hasn't won a case yet, but that just means he's due for one. Coach Lago, attorney at law. He'll fight for you and he'll bolt the f*** up.